Oh, that's...
Alright. On to the next day.
Yeah. Thursday, December 15th.
Good evening. Oh, hi there.
I was expecting the bar to be different before opening hours, but I guess it's just the same tired thing.
Alma?
Ah, Leonidas.
Gillian.
Marcello.
I stumbled across her on my way in and asked her if she wanted to tag along.
Hope you don't mind.
Sure, make yourself at home. Where's Boss? She didn't put the helmet on again, did she? She went out for a bit. I don't know what for, but she'll be back. Alright. Alma, make yourself comfortable while I prepare.
Right, thanks.
Alright.
I'm remembering Alma. If I want, so if there's some characters that are coming up to be our dynamic line.
Oh no.
If I wanted to make assumptions, you wanna know what Alma really just resembles me? Resembles in my opinion.
Who?
I feel like we're like, well, I don't remember how our dialogue initially goes, but at least from what I remember from her story beats, it's Anahi when she's complaining.
Oh no. I think I can kind of see it now.
We've only had a few lines, and you're already just, oh no.
I'm prepared. I'm preparing. Time to mix drinks and change lives.
What was that?
Oh, just something they made me say back in instruction. It kinda stuck.
Huh. Also, I'm seeing that I'm getting no bits on stream, so I'll kill stream and restart it. But at least for my local recording, it's still going, so you'll have this. I'll just send the whole stream VOD to you line.
Okay.
I went to a school that made us stand, I think, with our hands behind our backs. That habit didn't rub off until high school or so.
Yeah, it's kinda like that.
I'm pretty sure that there was a chat log button, I just can't remember what it was. Maybe quit settings and see what the keybinds are? Shit.
There aren't any keybinds.
Here. Oh, while we're here,
found it. It's tab.
Okay. I went to a school that made us stand with our hands on our backs when someone came in. I was close.
Yeah, it's close, yeah. Oh yeah, look at this.
A glass with a signature? To I'll assume it's either an autograph or an impromptu medicine recipe.
That Kira Mickey girl came here yesterday before a concert, actually.
Oh yeah, now I see her name here.
You don't seem very surprised.
I like Baylink more, actually.
Boo.
You don't even know who they are!
The stoic-looking duo, right?
You know that one webcomment's like, here, you want to hold this red flag for me? Yeah, thanks. And then just like it pans over to a guy holding a blue flag. You're my enemy now. Yep, those. Seems like you had a better day than mine yesterday. I had to break up with Damien.
I see. Want a drink?
You don't seem very surprised.
Alma, we've known each other for, what, a few months now? I'd be interested if those relationships of yours went further than a week or two. You say you broke up, but there's usually not enough time to foster something to break. It's more like the guy wasn't what I wanted, so I stopped flirting.
You could pretend to be more interested, you know.
Like my mom says, if I don't buy it, it's because I know the product.
Speaking of buying, do you want a frame?
A frame?
Yeah, for all those pics you have of your boss. The ones filling your phone's memory. Some seem sneakily taken at that.
Is that true? What do you care? How the hell did you find that out? So it is true! Shut up!
I'm a hacker, remember? You shouldn't piss off a hacker. Aw, I really like this one of her sweeping in her office. I think I'll copy it.
You...
Hey, can you make me a bad touch before we keep arguing?
Sure. She wants a bad touch.
You really are actually more Jill, actually. I think I have the politeness of Jill, but I think you have the mindset of Jill. Just comparing what we did, comparing our performances, I really do think I have, yeah. I'm just the bartender politeness, but your thoughts line up with hers.
Here.
Who give these drinks their silly names?
Usually the one who registers it. Some people have quite the silly sense of humor.
Like that girl who keeps laughing over this particular drink's name?
Yeah. So, who's Damien again?
The one with the nice car. Sure, he's also the manager at the bank, but that car was what caught my eye.
And what was wrong with him?
Turns out he was a LARPer.
Oh, what? Okay, come on. Hold on a second. That's... LARP?
Live action role playing.
Oh, you can't be serious, Alma. Come on. Sounds more like the nickname of some very heavy-handed writer, or a military organization. What did he roleplay as?
Have you ever heard of the Woodstock fairs?
Those events where people barely dress, stink, roll in the mud, and fuck in the open?
Those are hippies, yeah. He frequents those, and it's something I'd rather not deal with. At all. If I stayed with him, I'd eventually have to. I mean, I need to support my partner in what he does, but if it's something like that...
You see, that's the problem right there. You say breaking up like you had something formal, but most of the time you're still getting to know him. Think about it. Have you ended your longest-lasting relationships for things like those?
Okay, sorry for not using the right word or whatever, but I'm still sorely disappointed. And at least I'm trying to get some action. When was the last time you spent the night with someone else?
Last night.
Your cat doesn't count.
I would hope it doesn't. A year ago. It was messy.
See? I mean, I have no idea how you deal with that. If I were you, I would have pushed Fuckboy over there in a closet ages ago.
Fuckboy? People have different needs and priorities.
Yes, but don't you miss having the warmth of someone else at your side? Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs, putting your head on their chest, listening to them breathe as they pet your head. That was us last night, Ein. Smile. Wink. Dozing off knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. Jill?
Anything I can make for you to shut up and drink?
I'll have you know that my Uncle Juan taught me ventriloquism when I was 12. Drinking won't stop me from talking, or making tasteless puns for Aunt Rosa. Still, get me something weird, would you?
Huh. Ventriloquism. Weird? A weird drink?
Yeah, something different, experimental, uncommon.
Let's see. A weird drink. promo drinks fit that bill easily. Let's see. Zen stars, 4 of each ingredient, all on the rocks and mixed. Let's take a look at the other ones as well. So fit into the movie it was used in. Bloomlight. Well, let's see. Considering that she, quote-unquote, just broke up with someone, I believe she might want something a little bit on the strong side.
Oh, do any of the promos have maximum optional carbotrine?
That's what I'm. That's what I'm.
We're gonna self-fulfill Calvin's Calvin's what's his face thing of getting me drunk on stream. Remember that. Alright, if it comes to, we can just try to double a drink.
Yeah. 3, 6, 9. Ah, this could work.
What has carbotrine and alcohol for Alma? Because she might need it. Pits the promo drink with the least amount of carbotrine.
Oh, is that actually the one with the least? It is. Well, in that case, let's find the one that's... Yeah, this'll work.
I mean, you're the bartender. I was just making iconic fun of how you went from the bottom up on the list, and you chose the one with the least carbotrine.
On the rocks, mix.
You didn't click on
Aged.
aging it.
Damn it! Okay.
That's coming out of your paycheck. Not the one in game. I'm charging you retroactively for when we go drinking.
Eh?
You see how expensive these drinks are,
part of the deal? This wasn't part of the deal?
Oh, the deal has changed. Pray I do not alter it further.
Alright, there we go.
Bloomlight.
Here.
Yeah, this fits the bill.
It's a promotional drink made to commemorate a movie. Read, they leapt at the chance to sell drinks that... they leapt at the chance to sell drinks that would be unmarketable otherwise.
Oh.
You know, your orders are weird today.
They are?
Yeah, usually the first thing you ask for is a Brantini, and then something like a Cobalt Velvet or something similar.
Well, I sometimes feel like I need something different, you know?
Something tells me part of the reason you left the Stamen is because he was too deep into routine.
Maybe.
Hey, speaking of routines, as a hacker, what's your opinion on the whole Alice Rabbit thing? That's the silence of somebody who just heard something stupid. Stupid enough to warrant the speech they prepared just for occasions like this.
As always, very perceptive of you. You know, decades ago, there's this group of people that had simple sites with an agenda.
You mean like the furry group that hacked?
I was thinking more anonymous, but I guess this is pretty topical again too, dude! Let's not talk American politics here. We're disassociating. Maybe
Yep.
actually, I've always thought maybe it should be a little bit more solid on this. Can't remember what they used to call themselves. I just remember that it was just petty vandalism. Anyway, everyone that participated started using the same name. They wanted to create this anonymous anarchist identity. The whole Alice Rabbit thing is the logical conclusion of that. It's what happens when that idea reaches its breaking point and goes mainstream. It is no longer a group, but an individual. An untouchable entity watching from the shadows, monitoring and judging everything anyone does. Observing, tolerating no one but itself. A lot of bullshit for what's essentially a pet the press they made up. The antithesis of your usual boogeyman, if you must. I mean, yeah, I think the antithesis to a American politician is a gay furry hatter. Okay, I said I'd break away, but that's the last I'll say on it.
So you don't think such a person exists?
Don't know, don't care. I mean, we have seen the actions of such an entity. But it might be anything. An individual, a group, an AI.
Why is this? Okay, everything's just lighting up.
That's not taking into account all the copycats and pranksters using the name. So, Alice Rabbit is a thing that exists, but it's also really muddied overall. There's something else that worries me though. That kind of story always catches the attention of kids and such. They start trying to hack stuff without knowing the risks or consequences. Imagine if, suddenly, a group of tweens broke into this bar and started asking for drinks. That's how it feels for me, and it's linked to that damn Alice Rabbit thing.
I see.
But enough of that. There's a more pressing matter at hand.
There is?
Yeah, you've been delaying my invitations for hanging out sometime for too long.
Oh. That.
Do you hate me that much, Jill? Does my presence make you that uncomfortable?
No,
Almost sounding like me at stage 3 of drunkenness! At this rate, I might just crash by your apartment. That way you can't just say no. Maybe I'll also crash for the night. Yeah, she's sounding like me. We could have a sleepover, braid our hair, tell stories all night, shower together. You know, you need some human warmth in that place.
Your tits alone would fill my entire bathroom.
Man, you react too nonchalantly. It's no fun. React a little bit. Let me tease you for a second. Yeah, let me tease you.
Are you sure? Are you sure this is not our dynamic?
No, the fact that we are getting, I don't remember when they show up, but there are characters who are straight us, more so than the ones we already had.
I refuse.
Maybe it's just everybody bounces off Jill too well. Maybe you should just voice Jill from now on.
Okay, you know what? That's so true.
In all seriousness, though, any particular reason you keep turning down my invitations? I mean, it's not a date. I just want to have a conversation with you outside these 4 walls.
I'm not a morning person.
God, I feel that.
Okay, I guess it's decided. From now on, you're the voice of Jill.
Yep.
I
Beam one was
registered
a
for
one-off, but you are Jill now.
I to avoid waking up early.
The earliest I've asked you out is 10 a.m., you know. Didn't I message you at 10 a.m. today saying, check in, are we good for stream? Hold on, let me check the Discord watch.
I want to say it was 11.
I know I only try to message you once I'm done with like my gym stuff.
11:30. 11:30.
Yeah. Hey, press tab for 2 second sign. The earliest I've asked you out is 11:30 a.m., you know?
That's early morning by my standards.
It's afternoon, almost, whenever I message you back.
It's not that I don't want to hang out. I just don't want to wake up early.
You literally overslept 2 days ago. You are hopeless. Anyway, I'm gonna need another drink here. I'd say a big brandtini.
Finally, that's the Alma I know. A big brandtini. Easy enough. 12 Adelhyde.
Wow, you can count that high?
6 Powder Delta and 2 Karmadream.
I see, no response.
Oh. I was wondering why my math was off, and then I realized it was off.
I love how, Joe, you can count that high, and then you just, the silent mouse pointer, just, huh?
No, I can't. There we go. Here.
It's funny as I do this, as I drink the last of my protein shake. You know, Brandtini is such a weird name.
It was originally supposed to replicate the martini. Problem is, the BTC got a hold of a brand of vermouth that was named after a certain automobile company. So, on a weird whim, they changed the name.
I see.
You know, I was wondering,
Yeah?
don't you worry about what the people you work for might be doing with the information you provide?
Not really.
You don't?
It's not right to put it on a mega file for the internet to see. Do you worry about what happens when people leave this place drunk?
Not really. Most of the time.
Well, neither do I.
Why should you? Do you get people drunk?
Some say my beauty's intoxicating. That's besides the point. I get my payment, do my job, and forget about the whole thing.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
That's Alma, not Jill.
Mercenary work in a nutshell. You make your job sound so easy.
Once you understand what precautions to take, it's no problem, and I always found my job fun. However, most of my contracts are consultancy-based gigs. It's not like every day's a thrill. No, every day is night, Noma.
Do you meet with your client, or...?
I don't. It's always from behind as many filters as I can manage. I remember I once did a job where I had a couple of kids relaying letters.
For security reasons, right?
Actually, because that way I lose a lot less time. I don't have to deal with clients hitting on me or pestering me after the job's done. I also don't have to lose time proving my worth because big boobs equals small brain or some shit like that. I mean, protecting my identity is one of the reasons, but the few times I've shown myself...
You can also protect your identity by installing NordVPN!
It's my stream, let me do the sponsor plug. So NordVPN, is it free? They weren't even risky or dangerous jobs, just run-of-the-mill security chats. I don't know, maybe I need to show up as a disheveled nerd or something. Give them what they expect to see. Or just don't show up at all and save myself the trouble. Why all the questions?
Just things I've been curious about and always forget to ask. So many Alice Rabbit headlines have made me wonder about the hacking business too.
Oh, I'll remember to ask you things next time then. Well, I'll take my leave now. See ya.
Take care.
I don't remember who this is.
I have no idea. Fuck it. Hello, sugar. Ow!
Oh!
Oh! Fuck.
Well, have fun pulling double duty.
Oh no.
I'm gonna
This
just
is
sip
gonna
my water
suck.
and enjoy the fireworks.
Hello, Mr. Donovan.
Like my pub used to say, never touch the ass of a woman with metallic arms.
I think it's more like plastic and carbon fiber.
They're hard as fuck, and that's all my abdomen felt.
Do you normally greet people that way?
I'm a man that can't contain himself when he sees something he likes, kid. Oh, but don't worry.
Maybe we
You're
shouldn't be
safe.
saying that, Mr. Donovan.
You're flatter than the field at my summer house.
A bit of advice. You shouldn't provoke the ones serving you drinks or food.
Don't be offended, kid. You have your audience. I'm just not part of it. Today I'm making this a quick one. Gotta tend to business in a while. Having said that, I'll just have the usual.
The usual, as he says. Mr. Donovan wants the usual. 3 days, and he already has a usual drink.
Oh, Wine, what are we getting him?
He wants a big beer.
Beer! I think I've asked you this before in some of our drinking nights, but are you a big beer person at all?
Not too much.
Not really? Yeah, I know my town has a few nice crafts that I do enjoy, but it's not like particular for them for me.
Yeah,
It's just
I mean,
kind of nice. I'll pound one with
I
like a burger or a
usually-
hot dog, but nothing too much more.
I'll usually enjoy like the Red's hard apple cider every now and then, but I wouldn't consider that as beer.
Okay.
The usual.
Sure, this'll work.
What brings you today, Mr. Donovan?
That girl I interviewed yesterday is coming again in a couple weeks. So I was working to clinch an exclusive interview.
Did you succeed?
Who the hell do you think you're talking to? I'm Donovan D. Dawson. I always get what I want. Sure, I had to blackmail the editors of other outlets, but the end result is what matters.
I see. Wait, blackmail?
You'd be surprised at the kind of stuff you find out when you get the right people drunk. Hey, the signature on that glass over there.
Oh yeah.
That big-titted Lilum was here?
She came yesterday before the concert, yeah.
Anything juicy come out of her visit?
No.
Oh, goodness.
Gossip
The
worthy?
fact that he's a Chiramiki
No.
fangirl now is just a danger sign.
Tabloid worthy?
No.
Come on, there has to be something!
I want pictures of Chiramiki!
Well, her love for what she does is so honest and pure that anyone who tries to ruin it should be ashamed.
Oh, don't give me that shit. Throw me a bone here. Anything.
I've got nothing.
Everyone has a price. How much for you to spill the beans?
I'm serious here. She said nothing that could be used against her or that you didn't already know.
Fine. Hey kid, do you think Lilum have nipples?
Excuse me?
I mean, I've seen a couple pornos where they have them, but they could be modded, you know. So yesterday, while interviewing a singer Lilum chick, I kept wondering if those tits had nipples. I mean, I'd be fine without them, but the curiosity is killing me. But I'm even more curious about the engineers that design them. Can you picture a room full of people discussing whether or not the tits on a Lilum look good? A bunch of guys and a lesbo engineer wondering if the latest model's vagina is good enough. Man, God bless those sons of bitches.
This is reminding me of like that one Tumblr thread that was like, oh my god, why do people have to like sensualize nude models so much in art school? You guys don't understand. The art students aren't oogling at them. They're trying because they haven't been able to draw hands right or the torso right 5 times. Johnny's trying in the corner because he can't get the shape of their bust right, and he's had to restart 5 times already. I'm pretty sure it was a Tumblr post, but it was just so funny to me just seeing that. Like,
man.
yeah, no. And I remember that, like, my college, I will unashamedly say that when I was looking for a college job, I remember that there was a really well-paid nude model position that I was actually considering.
I remember you telling me this story, actually.
Yeah, it was, it popped up. I think Carrie first mentioned it, and I was seriously considering it back then. Because it's on campus, I lived on campus, it would have made bank, but it never came to. That, and at the very least as well, our college is a pretty good art program, so... let Johnny try in the corners, he can't get my proportions right.
Any interesting preview of tomorrow's news?
You expect me to share my information when you wouldn't share your scoop on the singer?
How can one share when there's honestly nothing to share?
Uh-huh. I'm gonna be a good citizen today and let this one pass. Have you heard of a group called the Harbingers?
Not really, no.
There's some group wanting to overthrow the White Knights. I read their manifesto in the bathroom once, ministering peace and even better makeshift toilet paper. They talk about how the organization is corrupt, full of mob bosses or something like that.
I think I've heard about that somewhere. What of them?
They sent a message to some outlets saying they have proof of their claims. That they're gonna release it to the public tomorrow.
Oh, that'd be interesting to see, I think.
I know, right? Alright, kid. Give me a Bleeding Jane so I can call it a day.
Okay. He wants a Bleeding Jane. That's a change of pace.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking to myself, it's like, I know that I know that like we have a few, like, of course, obvious Etspees or so. Like, there's a Brandtini instead of a Martini. I was like, wasn't Bleeding Jane a Bloody Mary? And then the flavor text reminded me, yeah, it is.
Yep.
Let's do a big one for him.
Here.
Simple enough for you, I see. So I've heard this is Dana Zane's bar, is that true?
Yeah.
Never thought I'd hear about the undefeated of the West again. More so after that incident with the bears. Where is she?
She's out running some, bears?
6 years ago, a cash-strapped Dana Zane entered an underground ring for money. Faced 10 enraged grizzly bears. She beat them all without killing them. I heard she set them free afterwards, too.
And you were there?
I was drunk and bored. What can I say?
Do you know if she lost her arm there?
Can't remember. Too drunk. Maybe she had a prosthetic then, too. I heard someone there suggest that she lost it after throwing a baseball out of some stadium. Threw it so hard her arm fell off. But that sounds more like an unsubstantiated rumor.
Yeah, coming from you, the journalist?
More like something she made up.
Well, I gotta go. Next time you see Dana, thank her for winning me my second yacht. I knew betting on her was the right choice.
Please come again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Break
it's break time.
So, Ein, how you feeling tonight?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Not straining yourself on your own double duty for voices?
It's not that bad.
Fair enough. It seems like you're having a fun time. I don't get to hear you pitch your voice too much, honestly.
Yeah.
And honestly, I should be doing more on that end. But I feel like the characters, like, just from what I remember, I don't really have too much of a range to go to, like, naturally myself. Without it feeling faux pas, you know?
Yeah, I get you.